Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Felix Todd. I'm a chess coach from the United Kingdom, and I'm today launching my first ever chess YouTube series, which is called Win, Loss or Draw. The premise here is that I'm going to be playing rated games against players of my level, and I'm going to be trying to win as much as I can, but I'm not going to be editing anything. I'm not going to be staggering the uploads. Every game is going to get uploaded, whether it is a win, loss or draw. So I suspect this will be entertaining because you'll see my very excruciating losses alongside hopefully some quite validating wins. So stay tuned. I'll be posting regularly and I hope you enjoy. Right, here we go. Let's jump into game number one. Let's just check everything's working. This looks okay. Cool, here we go. We are against Eddie Stones. We've got the white pieces, and let's go. Let's start with e4. This is my usual move. Control some central squares, and we have a French. So we take the center, play d4 as well, and now we push. And this is called the advanced variation. And we try now to develop, get a piece out. Now these moves are a little bit odd. I've not seen this before, where the opponent isn't really playing the main moves, which is sort of c5 sometimes, knight here. They don't seem to be developing much, and I'm wondering whether there's any way we can exploit this yet, but I don't think so. So I think I'm just going to play normally and play c3, strengthening the pawn chain. So here we go. That's a bit more regular. And follow-ups for black include sort of queen b6, stuff like that. And now that the pawn has moved, they might try and bring their knight in to c6. And their main goal is to try and undermine this pawn. So we want to just keep developing. And I think the bishop has to come out next so that we can castle. And I think we want to bring it here. And then if they play knight here, going after the pawn, we might just drop this bishop back. Yeah, so now, although it's, maybe we can get away with castling first, because the pawn is defended twice and attacked twice. So if they were to take now, they would just lose the piece. So let's just castle. Okay, we see a trade. Now, that bishop isn't really threatening anything. So nothing to be alarmed about. The only thing it's preventing is rook e1. So let's just see if we can get some space by pushing it away. And then when they have their bishop here, hitting the same pawn, we can bring our dark square bishop to b2, strengthening it. Okay, now we still need to try and get our other pieces into the game. Now we can't go knight c3 because that would blunder the pawn. That would be blocking the bishop and we would have two attackers and only one defender. So let's go here for now, and then hopefully we can reroute the knight to here, strengthening d4 still. Or should we play rook c1 first? I like the idea of rook c1, just getting the rook to the open file. Now one idea here is to drop this bishop back and build a bit of a battery, and we can go for mate. But I think that's a little bit premature just yet. And first we want to focus on over strengthening the d4 pawn. So we're going to play knight b3. And then now's the... Okay, so let's have a think. Do we want to trade off this bishop for this knight? I mean, it sort of makes their pawns a bit odd. But I don't know how much of an advantage that actually gives us. I mean, there are other options. Maybe even the sort of quite aggressive g4. The knight comes here, we take, queen comes in. No, I don't love that. Okay, might have to settle into a bit of a think, but not too much of a think because I'm sort of burning my time. I think my gut says just to take. And now that pawn could be a bit of a weakness if we can trade off the bishops. So let's stick a knight in there, which they take. Now to take with the pawn or the rook. So we want to take towards the centre is the first thing I would say, because that would weaken this pawn if we... Or do we want to take with this way, and then that can open up the bishop potentially? Yeah, that's looking nice. Let's take like this. Now that bishop could come alive shortly. Let's play rook e1. Okay. Now, by moving their knight back, they've given us this square for our knight, and we can now go after their bishop. I'm just trying to think where they go afterwards. Maybe we go here. Yeah, let's go here first. Okay. Now, if we take the bishop, they take with the pawn, and then they have this quite nice setup here. So we don't want to rush into that. But if we go something like here first, maybe this way, we are attacking the pawn twice. And that's maybe not so easy to defend unless you push the pawn, I guess. Anyway, feels natural. Let's go there. Right. Seems like a sort of fairly balanced game so far, but I like my position. Okay. They are attacking the queen with the knight, so we have to retreat. Just trying to find the best square for my queen. And I think I'm going to go for d3. Notice now that as well the knight is defending this, so they have two defenders and two attackers. So to take, but we can push the knight away, and then hopefully pick up the pawn. Okay, should we go for it? I don't see any reason why not to. Let's take this, and we're also eyeing up this juicy square if they don't take. Now, that is an interesting move. Our opponent just hangs their queen, so we can take that. We could have taken that in several ways, and that is a good start to the series. We kick off win, loss or draw with a win. Takes us up to 1863 in rating. Let's just nip through the game quickly, see if we missed anything. So we're fairly ahead here. Here we had knight c5 immediately. Knight c5 was slightly better than taking the bishop. That makes sense. Yeah, I can see why, because you're going after the bishop, and then after you take, then the pawn, I suppose, is slightly weaker. What else? I think we're sort of fairly ahead, actually. The engine's giving like +1 the whole game. Yeah, I think that was a pretty clean first episode. Cool. Right, I am gonna end it there. Thank you very much for tuning in if you did, and yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.